Chateau Picard. Star Trek's history of Jean-Luc's family wine, even before its many Star Trek Picard appearances, Chateau Picard has been shipping bottles of Bordeaux across the galaxy throughout Star Trek's history. Now that he's mostly retired from Starfleet, Admiral Jean-Luc Picard, Patrick Stewart, keeps the family business of winemaking running, a role that his father had always wanted for him. Jean-Luc Picard's issues with his father are well documented, most notably in Star Trek Picard Season 2, when the meddling of Q, John Delancey, allowed Jean-Luc to get to the heart of the childhood trauma at the root of their estrangement. The Picard family line can be traced back to the 8th century, but it's unclear exactly when or for how long the Picards have been winemakers. Maurice Picard, James Callis, Jean-Luc's father, was a traditionalist who continued to run the Picard family vineyard in La Barre, France, without the assistance of advanced technology. This tradition was continued by Jean-Luc's brother Robert Picard, Jeremy Kemp, but it's clear from what's seen of the chateau and the vineyards that Jean-Luc has considerably upgraded Chateau Picard since taking over following his retirement from Starfleet in 2385. Here's the history of the Picard family wine and why Jean-Luc eventually decided to fulfill his father's wishes to abandon the galaxy for the grapes of the La Barre region. The history of Chateau Picard family wine and Star Trek. While Chateau Picard has a history that predates the Nazi occupation of France during World War II, it's harder to date the start of the Picard family's winemaking business. Captain Philippa Georgiou, Michelle Yeoh, has a bottle of Chateau Picard in her ready room aboard the USS Shenzhou in Star Trek Discovery's Season 1 premiere, The Vulcan Hello. This means that the Picard family's wine has been readily available in the Star Trek universe since as far back as 2256. This was over 100 years before Maurice Picard died, suggesting that the wine business predated him and possibly even Jean-Luc Picard's grandfather. It's revealed in Star Trek, The Next Generation's episode, Family, that Maurice Picard wanted Jean-Luc to carry on the family business, a job that fell to Jean-Luc's older brother Robert. Robert resented Jean-Luc for leaving the family vineyard and becoming a legendary Starfleet captain, but the two men reconciled before his tragic death in 2371. It's unclear what happened to the running of the vineyard in the time between Robert's death in 2371